Andy, I wasn't at Bedford. Was the outcome kind of a fair reflection of what you saw?
It was. When you miss as many first up tackles from first phase plays as we did in our back line, you're going to get punished. It was we missed a couple of opportunities ourselves early in the first 5 minutes, which would have got us into the game, but we allowed Bedford too much time and space, and some one-on-one tackles were missed. And once they got on a roll, they played pretty well. In saying that, we had enough opportunities in the game to get back into the game, but our error count was too high.
Looking forward, obviously you've got an A game tonight. Have you had in your mind kind of the shape of the squad for this weekend from before these two B and I matches?
Oh yeah, very much so. We've got the great that some players can go out and perform for the 18 against a very strong Exeter A side, and then we're turning our attention to London Welsh, and we know, having played them at the beginning of the season, what a physical side they were, but also they've come into a little bit of form the last couple of weeks, and that's what the change of competition can sometimes do for you, and it's what's done for them. And we can expect a different team that's been playing for London Welsh over the last 3 or 4 weeks, where they've struggled a little bit.
So you've looked more at their recent form than that game you won at Old Deer Park, then, have you?
That plus Yorkshire, Carnegie away, where they won 10-7, which is a tough place to go, and to perform in that way was admirable for them.
They are the lowest scorers in the division. Would you say that's an unfair sort of slight on them in a way?
We can always look into what's happened previously. Matters little when it comes to the actual game. You've got to get out and defend really well, and we've got to show the defensive improvements that we've done previously to Bedford at home. So if we can perform in that way, then we will do well in the game. But if we defend as we did last week, then we'll give opportunities for London Welsh to score. It's very simple, this game. It's a collision sport, and you've got to make sure that you defend well and that you get some go forward when you attack.
Obviously you don't have Steve Borthwick with you anymore. Can you sum up the contribution he made in the time he was here?
About 43 days. We're delighted to have signed Steve, and I was certainly hoping he was going to be a bit longer than 43 days. He's a quality coach and will be a quality coach for England, and I wish him well with what he's going to be doing for England. I'm obviously disappointed in the circumstances of what has happened and how it's happened, and that's something that I can't say legally too much about. But from our side, we now have to move forward, and with training today, saw a really good response from the players. Saw a very good, at times, forward performance last week, and we've got to keep moving this forward pack forward. And ultimately, myself, Sean Holly, Steve Borthwick, we're not playing. And it's down to the players that are putting the jersey on to really step up collectively over the next 3-4 months for us to achieve what we want to achieve.
Did you think when Eddie Jones was appointed as the England head coach, though, that it might be difficult for you to keep Steve Borthwick?
Steve's first day here, I said that I expected him at some stage to become an England coach.
Which shows the regard that you have for him. And in fact, I've heard somebody over the weekend say that he's almost got the equivalent of a PhD in line-outs, and detail is almost his middle name. That's his real strength.
It's not just that. Having captain his side, captain Bath, captain England, captain the Saracens team, and to have not been on the field that much the latter part of his career in training, understanding how to manage your body, how to manage the cerebral parts of the game, and still be able to deliver performance. He's very good at, and I've know that the England team will enjoy working with him.
What do you do in terms of finding a successor now, given your contact book? Is that difficult mid-season?
And I think that's the biggest issue for me. That we waited this time for Steve to arrive. There are other coaches that I could have gone out and brought in. I'd probably kept Danny Wilson as well. If I didn't have Steve or didn't have a replacement for Danny. It's kicked us quite hard, because of this has been about planning and waiting for him to arrive. So I was doing it previously with Mark Irish, and for the next few weeks that's how we will be. Mark and myself, along with Sean and Matt Sherritt, will be coaching the team, and we're looking for the leaders in the forward pack to also to put some time in, and they do very well at this. And I'm not going to rush into finding somebody, but when I believe I've got the right person, then I will let you all know. But from my side, what is important is that we focus on the next couple of weeks, the tough game against London Welsh and Nottingham in the league, but also we have 3 A games where we're playing against Exeter, Bath and Wasps, who will be putting out strong sides. So there's a lot to be done over the next couple of weeks, and focusing on us here is probably the most important part.